As the NASCAR Cup Series prepares for its highly anticipated return to Pocono Raceway, one of the biggest storylines surrounding the event is the escalating tension involving Denny Hamlin. Fresh off a dominant stretch that included 3 consecutive victories and a record-extending 8th career win at the Tricky Triangle, Hamlin has become both the hunter and the hunted in the championship battle. His recent success has placed him squarely at the center of attention, while rival drivers continue searching for ways to slow his momentum. The situation has become even more intense due to Hamlin's ongoing friction with several competitors, including longtime rival Joey Logano. Their rivalry has generated renewed discussion throughout the garage, with every on-track encounter and public comment being closely analyzed by fans and media alike. The history between the two veterans has ensured that even routine racing incidents are viewed through the lens of their long-running feud, adding extra intrigue as the series heads toward another crucial stage of the season. Hamlin's remarkable form has also sparked frustration among some rivals who have watched the Joe Gibbs racing star steadily climb the all-time wins list. His latest Pocono triumph not only strengthened his position in the standings, but also reinforced his reputation as one of the most dangerous drivers in the field whenever the series visits the Pennsylvania circuit. With momentum clearly on his side, competitors know that defeating Hamlin at Pocono remains one of the toughest challenges in NASCAR today. The growing controversy has attracted attention from several NASCAR legends and veteran analysts, many of whom have weighed in on the increasingly heated atmosphere surrounding the championship fight. Some observers have praised Hamlin's competitive fire and ability to thrive under pressure, while others have urged all parties involved to avoid allowing personal rivalries to overshadow the racing itself. Their comments have fueled further debate about whether the current tension is helping the sport by creating drama or distracting from the competition on the track. Adding to the spotlight is the ongoing discussion regarding Hamlin's legacy. With each victory, the veteran continues to strengthen his case as one of the greatest drivers of his generation. However, critics still point to the absence of a Cup Series championship as the one accomplishment missing from an otherwise remarkable resume. As a result, every race has become part of a larger conversation about where Hamlin ultimately belongs among NASCAR's all-time greats. With Pocono once again serving as a key battleground, expectations are building for another dramatic weekend. Fans will be watching not only to see whether Hamlin can extend his dominance at one of his best tracks, but also to see how his relationships with rivals evolve under the pressure of a title chase. Denny Hamlin's relentless pursuit of NASCAR history at Pocono Raceway has become one of the biggest storylines in the Cup Series, drawing intense attention from fans, competitors, and several NASCAR legends. After capturing a record-breaking 8th Cup Series victory at the Tricky Triangle earlier this season, Hamlin once again proved why Pocono is widely considered his personal kingdom. The Joe Gibbs racing veteran continued to strengthen a legacy that few drivers in NASCAR history can match. Hamlin's latest triumph was particularly significant because it extended his remarkable winning streak and further separated him from other modern-era stars at Pocono. Starting from the pole position, the number 11 Toyota showcased impressive speed throughout the weekend before Hamlin executed another masterclass in race management and fuel strategy. His victory marked his 3rd consecutive Cup Series win and his 8th career triumph at the Pennsylvania circuit, extending his own track record. The achievement immediately sparked discussion among NASCAR legends and longtime observers. Several veteran voices praised Hamlin's consistency and racecraft, arguing that his dominance at Pocono deserves greater recognition alongside some of the sport's greatest track-specific performances. Comparisons have increasingly been made to legendary NASCAR figures who built their reputations through repeated success at particular venues, placing Hamlin's Pocono record among the most impressive active streaks in the series. At the same time, some former drivers and analysts have used the moment to reignite debates about Hamlin's overall place in NASCAR history. Despite accumulating victories, poles, and numerous milestones throughout his career, critics continue to point out the absence of a Cup Series championship. The discussion intensified after Hamlin recently joined an exclusive group of drivers with at least 50 career wins and 50 pole positions, a feat previously achieved by only a handful of NASCAR legends. Supporters, however, argue that Hamlin's sustained excellence at Pocono is further evidence that he belongs among the sport's elite competitors. Many observers believe his ability to remain competitive against a younger generation of stars demonstrates a level of adaptability rarely seen in modern NASCAR. His performance throughout the 2026 season has only strengthened that argument, as he continues to collect victories while remaining a major championship contender. With the season entering a crucial stretch, Hamlin's pursuit of even more records remains firmly in the spotlight. Every visit to Pocono now carries additional historical significance, and the attention from NASCAR legends has only amplified the conversation surrounding his legacy. Whether viewed as an all-time great already, or a driver still chasing the final piece of his resume, Hamlin has ensured that his achievements at Pocono will remain one of the defining stories of the 2026 NASCAR season. The simmering rivalry between Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano has once again become one of NASCAR's biggest storylines, following the latest wave of verbal exchanges and on-track tension between the two veteran stars. What began as another heated disagreement after recent competition has quickly escalated into a broader debate throughout the NASCAR community, with fans, analysts, and former drivers weighing in on the increasingly personal nature of the feud. The tension intensified after both drivers exchanged pointed remarks regarding driving etiquette, racecraft, and aggressive tactics. Hamlin and Logano have never been strangers to controversy, having built a rivalry that stretches back more than a decade. However, recent incidents have reignited old frustrations, with neither side appearing willing to back down as the NASCAR Cup Series season enters a crucial phase. Their latest disagreement immediately became a major topic across motorsports media and social platforms. The situation drew criticism from several respected NASCAR figures, including legendary voices who argued that the focus should remain on competition rather than personal disputes. Some former drivers suggested that while rivalries are healthy for the sport, repeated public feuds risk overshadowing the racing itself. The criticism reflected growing concern that ongoing hostility between established stars could distract from some of the season's most compelling championship battles. Among the strongest reactions came from veteran NASCAR observers, who questioned whether both drivers were allowing emotions to influence their decision-making. Critics noted that Hamlin and Logano are two of the most accomplished competitors of their generation, making their continued clashes particularly disappointing for those hoping to see the focus remain on performance. The debate has sparked discussions about sportsmanship and leadership within the garage area. Despite the criticism, supporters of both drivers argue that intense rivalries have always been part of NASCAR's identity. They point to historic feuds involving some of the sport's biggest legends and believe the Hamlin-Logano conflict adds drama and intrigue to the championship fight. Fans have largely split into opposing camps, with social media discussions becoming increasingly heated following every new comment or on-track incident involving the pair. As the season moves forward, all eyes will remain on Hamlin and Logano whenever they share the track. Whether the tension eventually cools or develops into another major chapter of their long-running rivalry remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the feud has already become one of NASCAR's most talked-about stories, and the criticism from legendary figures has only added another layer of intrigue to an already explosive situation.